Thomas R. Tricky Beehan is in the inaugural class for Father Ryan High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Here are some things we wanted to share about Tricky and his achievements. He earned his nickname, Tricky, playing basketball, 4 seasons for Nashville Catholic High School, the predecessor of Father Ryan High School. In 1927, Beehan and his teammates won both the city and state championship. In winning the city title in 1928, Beehan contributed a half a dozen points and fitted in well on the receiving end of numerous passes, according to the Tennessean. As captain of the Panther team his senior year, 1929, Beehan set records on the court. The Panther yearbook described him as follows: "For 4 years he has played stellar basketball, culminating his school athletic career by leading his mates to the city championship and runners-up in the state basketball race. His speedy and clever playing will long live in the memory of all followers of basketball in Nashville, and it shall be the ambition and goal of succeeding wearers of the purple and white to duplicate his style," the Panther yearbook said of Beehan. Bishop Alphonse J. Smith confirmed their position in his letter to the class of 1929. When Nashville Catholic High School opened its doors in September 1925, you entered as freshmen. Today you leave us with graduate honors. You are therefore the first products of the school. The only regret is that you are leaving before we open the new Father Ryan High School, but it will always be your school, your alma mater, and you will be her firstborn sons. The class of 1929, according to the Tennessean, walked in processional down the aisle of the new high school auditorium on Elliston Place. Tricky Beehan, along with other alumni, played City Basketball League for the next 10 years. In 1929, the year Beehan graduated, he began playing basketball for the Knights of Columbus, known as the KFC Quints or the KCs. In the KC's first win, played in the Father Ryan gym, Tricky Beehan was the big gun of the Irish attack in the first half, pocketing 8 points, the Tennessean reported in January 1930. He also played for the Burke Terrors, the Retracts, city champions in 1937 and 38, and for Kastners. He earned a headline in the March 2, 1933 Tennessean. Beehan stars as KC's defeat Old Hickory 5. The article went on, Beehan had played a magnificent floor game. He hawked the ball relentlessly and passed accurately. To say the least, Beehan was ubiquitous, which is a $10 word for being everywhere. Beehan was everywhere at the right time at that. Beehan and another teammate began coaching the Knights of Columbus as coach players in December 1934. He coached the KCs to a second-place finish in the City League in 1935. Also in 1935, the KCs played Vanderbilt University and were defeated. In 1938, Beehan and other Retracts won the City Championship League. After 1938, he was a referee. He hit the courts, though, for benefit games for Father Ryan High School in the 1940s and the last one in 1951. He was still recognized in 1940, 42, 45 as being one of the city's best basketball players. In 1938, he became director of the CYO Softball League. They could not have appointed a more competent director, the Tennessean reported. Tricky Beehan was Irish to the core, a happy, giving, loyal, and loving man. He married Mary Catherine Bollinger in 1938. They had 4 children, Tom, Kathleen, Peg, and Eileen. Beehan dedicated his work life to service as a police officer. When Nashville and Davidson County formed one police department, Sergeant Beehan received badge number 1. He worked in the juvenile section, then traffic, and as a patrol officer. He served as sergeant-in-arms for Metro Council. After retiring from Metro Nashville Police Department, Tricky found several ways to volunteer. He volunteered at St. Thomas Hospital, and as you would expect, the ex-patrolman delivered Meals on Wheels for senior citizens. Tricky, his teammates, and so much of the Catholic community appreciated the friendships that were forged during these years. These families lifted each other up during the Great Depression, World War II, and as they watched their own families and our community grow. They appeared to have accomplished what Bishop Alphonse Smith told them were his expectations of them. I myself told you many times what is expected of a Catholic gentleman, a graduate of Father Ryan High School. Do not disappoint me. Be true to your God and your religion. Be loyal to your school. Be men.